You're watching Nitish 21.
What up guys, it's your boy Nitish here, back with another video, and guess what we got behind me? Yes, you got it right, we got the G35 here and it's almost ready. It just needs a couple more things and I'm gonna go over them right now. We're here at Dyno Motorsports, he's just tuning the car right now, and I'm gonna go over the G with you guys and we're gonna take a look at what it needs right now and how close it is to getting done. So let's take a look. So there's a couple things that needed to be done. As you guys may recall, I told you guys that the diff was going to get done, that we were going to go put it on a 3.3 final drive, and we ran into some issues. As you guys might have already know, the 3.3 final drive comes from a G37 automatic, and we had a Quaife LSD in that thing, and turns out that the design of the differential from the G37 auto and the manual cars are completely different, so we couldn't convert it over to 3.5, so we just put it all back together. We're gonna stick around with the 3.3. We're gonna give it one more go and see if it can do some work. So we got it all set up in there and just refined it a little bit with the insides and everything. It turned out that the way it was initially built was not actually very good, and we were having the drive shaft flange was actually causing it to stick a little bit, so the force that we applied when we torqued it down, it was a little bit messed up. I can go into detail, but anyways, now it's going to be a lot better and it's not going to have that kind of issue. Up here where the main stuff is, we've rerouted the wastegate lines and we've added some heat shielding to the transmission lines, as power lines, as well as the hydraulic lines for the clutch. So that's all shielded away now, and hopefully that'll resolve my clutch issue that you guys remember we were having in the HELLCAT video, where we'd bang a shift and the clutch engagement was just so delayed that it was just causing the car to significantly drop back in between the gear shifts. So it used to be a lot smoother, but now it's kind of cutting. I don't know if it's cutting fuel or something's up, or if it's just the tranny is not able to transfer the power down to the wheels for a split second. It causes the car to drop back a little bit, even though I was basically flat foot shifting. So that was a big, weird situation there, but that should be now resolved. We also have an intake fan that has been put here that's sucking air in from the front of the car, and it's just feeding the turbo, which is not going to have a filter on it anymore. It's just going to have a direct mesh on it, so that's going to give it direct air there. Tony's also done a little bit more heat shielding here, just to make sure that we have absolutely, as much just heat protection as possible, because it does get incredibly hot underneath here, guys. And as you can see, the flanges are clean and ready to go for the turbo manifold. However, we do need one thing, and that is the donut flange gasket that Tony's working on right now, and he's gonna have that fitted in there nicely, and then we're gonna have the turbo manifold put on, and everything's all gonna be cleaned up. As you can see down there, I have the motor dyno, the back half of the motor dyno exhaust, and what's gonna happen next is, previously the 4-inch pipe was just hanging too low over here, and it was just dragging and scraping and getting destroyed with the flex pipe. So now what's going to happen is we're going to have it tucked up a lot nicer and have a lot better ground clearance as it heads to the back, where it's going to join the split section and then join the last two segments of motor dyno. And as you know, this car is definitely loud compared to what you heard on the G37, on Alpha G37's car, so significantly different. Other than that, Tony's just cleaning up as much as he can with regards to like what I built, just like where he can refine it. Like for example, we're hopefully going to get rid of the way this line wraps around the sway bar. That's kind of bootleg, so we're going to get that fixed as well. And a couple little leaks and things like that are getting sorted out as well. So that's mainly the gist of it right now. Other than that, this car is almost ready to go, boys, and all we're doing really is just the exhaust work to make sure that it does not leak anymore, because as you know, we were just losing a ton of boost pressure in the mid-range as the car is trying to build up. When it has an exhaust leak, the car does not want to make like full boost in the mid-range. It still reaches peak boost at the top, but not in the mid-range, and that's where you want to have that mid-range power to make sure that car is moving nicely. As you can see right now, we just still have the stupid stockies on the back. I'm gonna go bring up the R compound soon and throw them on. So just to give you guys an understanding of what I have some plans for this car, what we're going to be working on. So once all of this stuff is done, the next thing is going to be to make it hook. So most likely on this new setup, we're not going to be able to hook second, because when it's making actual full power, it's not going to happen. So might need a new set of tires. Don't look at these are just the stockies that I have on there just for now. But we're running 305, 35, 18 Nitto NT01 tires usually, and I might have to switch to R888Rs depending on how those do, or at least a fresh set of the NT01s. We're also going to be most likely working on some aerodynamics and stuff at the back to kind of, because this is kind of like basically like a parachute if you really think about it, right? Like any kind of air that just gets sucked up by this bumper, it just gets trapped in here. So I really want to work on some aerodynamics in the near future as well, and just basically refining the build, guys. That's the main thing, right? Like, it's one thing to get a build like this up and running, it's another thing to refine it so that it's running strong and reliable, so you can take it around wherever you want. The good thing is that I can run it on pump gas, I can run it on the 85, and it just based on how much gas content I have of the 85, it just switches the map, so it can range anywhere from like low 600 wheel horsepower up until 935 wheel horsepower. And of course, we'll get to see soon what it does on this new tune when we wrap it up with no exhaust leak or anything like that. The other thing I've been looking at and thinking of getting is maybe a carbon fiber hood with vents, and although it will look nasty, the main reason for that is going to be just ventilation to get heat out of the engine bay. In this case, I might end up with like a Fly One or something because they look absolutely nasty with like a nice carbon fiber or something. May paint it, you know, and get it to be like carbon hood that's painted, but the vents are left in carbon or something like that, or just leave it carbon. I'll see. See, with this build, we've always kept the like OEM plus look, so I've like kind of strayed away from doing like anything over the top with this. A lot of guys are like, yo, get the Spec D headlights, man, they're sick. I'm like, yo, chill, bro. We're not trying to rice it out. You know, not to say that you guys who run Spec Ds are ricing it out or anything, but I just really like the OEM. You know, they're clean, they look stock, and they're a lot better than the OEM 04, 05 lights, which are like with the reflectors and shit. These at least have the projectors in them. So I prefer them. I think they give the car a really clean look. So as you guys know, with Alpha G37, his car did spin a bearing, which was really unfortunate and unexpected. But these kind of things happen, I guess, when you're playing at this level. We're not really sure what caused it yet. It could have just been that the fact that he used the same block that blew originally, and that's might be what caused it. We should have probably gone with a new block more than likely. But it's okay, it is what it is. We have something incredible planned for that car, guys. I'll give you guys a hint. There's something behind me right now that involves what that build is going to entail, and I'll reveal it to you guys very soon. But that car is going to come out way crazier than it was as you guys saw it, so just make sure you guys are subscribed for that. So now back to the G35. As you guys know, there's some like kind of quirks and things like that that come up with having like a G35, and like obviously like there's some small electrical issues that you run into and whatever. Like for example, right now my reverse lights stopped working, and there's a sensor that's like just up on the back side of the tranny, which we're gonna have to replace. So small things like that. Of course, when you change your door lock actuators and things like that, sometimes these little door keyhole things go missing. So I got one painted OEM color, so I'm gonna put that shit on. Gonna have to get some brand new rotors because these are on their last legs. Other than that, the biggest issue with this car is the paint. So this car definitely needs a heavy detail. It needs a cut and a polish. So I have somebody lined up that we're gonna get that done with very soon. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for now. As you know, I've been driving the AMG around quite a bit, sliding around and whatnot. So that's been a lot of fun. But you know, this is what the channel's here for, and we're gonna definitely get this thing back on the road to you guys, making big boosts. Since the rest of this video has been just in the garage, and I know you guys want to see this thing rip, I'm going to leave you guys with old footage of this car from last year and just some nasty clips between the last setup with the old cams and this setup. So enjoy the rest of the video, guys.
What the fuck?
Oh, I felt that in my stomach.
That's only 22 pounds.
I swear. Fuck.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out my other videos of the G and AMG. I also drop videos of all kinds of other epic builds that you do not want to miss. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell with the notification so you know exactly when I drop a video. See you next time.